with that, the journey begins. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Fluctus channel. On today's feature, we will uncover what goes on the large moving military airport at sea. The aircraft carrier. The nuclear-powered monstrous vessels of the U.S. Navy reign supreme in terms of scale and capabilities. Gerald R. Ford class is the world's largest aircraft carrier class, with a full load displacement of 100,000 tons. Its two A-1B nuclear reactors provide more electrical capacity compared to the Nimitz class, enabling it to travel up to 30 knots while carrying 75 aircraft on board. The aircraft carrier is often called the city at sea, where about 6,000 of its residents operate the ship around the clock all over the world. The deck operations are the most visibly busy, with fighter jets taking off and landing on the short runway of about 300 feet. Orchestrated by the handlers on the deck's island, the multifaceted operations on the flight deck are meticulously calculated and executed. The multicolored jerseyed enlisted each plays an integral part in ensuring the safe operation on deck. The Flight Control Center on the upper floor of the island coordinates the aircraft on deck, as well as the airspace within a 5-mile radius. Like civilian air traffic controllers, the aircraft carrier air traffic controllers play an integral role in directing the aircraft movements on deck and the sky. Communication with pilots and the enlisted on deck is done in a calm, clear, and orderly manner, as the operation entails high risk. Not many aircraft are capable of operating in an aircraft carrier. The F-18 and the F-35C are built compatible for aircraft carrier operation. Both aircraft are equipped with robust landing gear to withstand the catapult launch and arrested landing. The Super Hornet is the newest and most advanced addition to the F-18 family. It is the crucial strike element to any air defense operation. With its ability to carry all strike and air-to-air missiles in the inventory. In 1999, the aircraft received the National Aeronautic Association's Collier Award for its design, manufacture, test, and introduction into the service. One can only imagine what it is like to land on a moving runway in the middle of an ocean. Between 200 to 300 minor corrections are made in 18 seconds when the aircraft is in the final approach, which is about 450 feet above the water.
Reports of scatterline of 13 to 1800 clear above.
The experience and precision in handling the aircraft are critical, as the pilot not only has to deal with the aircraft, but also the surrounding elements of rough sea, bad weather, or high winds. Adding to the challenge is trying to land and ensure the tailhook snags one of the arresting wires. When done right, the F-18 lands on the deck at 800 feet per minute and comes to a halt within seconds. The aircraft director will then direct the landed aircraft off the runway to allow for the next landing. At the same time, the rest of the enlisted hook runners, refueling crews, safety personnel, weapons handlers, like clockwork, perform their duties. Space is very limited on the flight deck and can only fit about 200 aircraft at a time. So where does the rest go? A 3-story hangar bay that can accommodate more than 60 aircraft of various scale and capabilities. 4 giant elevators around the hangar have enough space and power to lift 2 74,000-pound aircraft simultaneously. The Aircraft Intermediate Maintenance Division is located at the aft of the hangar bay. This is where maintenance to the aircraft's engine is carried out, and the engineers can safely blast the jet engines for testing. The hangar bay is where all the maintenance work is carried out, as well as some social events for the crew on board. Since the aircraft carriers are powered by nuclear reactors, it doesn't have any need for refueling, but the aircraft it carries does. For this, the underway replenishment, or UNREP, is often carried out in the middle of the sea. At a predetermined location and time, the aircraft carrier would approach the supplying vessel and match the speed for a connected replenishment. The standard tensioned replenishment alongside method allows the two ships to have connected replenishment over a greater separation gap. Vertical replenishment is another option, where the items are airlifted using a helicopter from the supplying ship to the aircraft carrier. The replenishment is not only to transfer fuel for the aircraft on board, but also food supplies and perishable necessities that are needed for the ship and the 6,000 crew. What is often unseen is the life and operation that goes below the deck of an aircraft carrier. About 3,000 of these men and women could go for weeks without seeing daylight, ensuring the vessel continues to cruise and the operation on the flight deck goes as planned. The crew themselves finds ways to entertain themselves. Birthdays are celebrated, events are organized, medical facilities are provided. The U.S. Navy spends about $1.8 million every month to feed the crew on board. The welfare and well-being of those on board are well taken care of. With what seems like a seamless and well-executed operation, one can easily forget the elements of danger of working in an aircraft carrier. Working around explosives elements and the unforgiving surroundings can seem like a daunting career prospect, but built nearly impossible to sink and an unlimited range thanks to the nuclear reactor. The fearsome power of the U.S. aircraft carriers will continue to dominate the maritime warfare. And thousands more will be proud to be a part of this majestic vessel. That's the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to subscribe to this channel so you don't miss any of our new content. See you next time.